Good morning everybody, or should I say now then guys, that seems to be the catchphrase so far on all these videos. You join me on another ride, another beast to the Dales. This one is more for riders who like the back roads, the single lanes. I'm not going to say just the scenery, because some of these roads are still amazing to ride and you can still flow, you know, you can still do a reasonable pace on them, but it's the most scenic, or one of the most scenic routes that I do in the Dales, because of the kind of little back roads, so you get to see a lot of the reservoirs, just like places like Mallantarn we're going to check out. But you'll see, have a little nose at the route map. You'll notice I've come out of Squires and I'm going up towards Wetherby on the back roads. I was going to nip on the motorway, which is where the route will take you on Google, but there's been an accident today, so rather than messing around filtering through people on the motorway, which doesn't bother me, I'm going up here because it's still going to be quite pleasant this way. So yeah, join me on another little adventure. We're going to be out for a few hours. It's going to be a good one. So the route as well, just FYI, is in two parts. That's because on Google you're limited to 10 destinations, and I put my maps on Google just for one reason, and one reason only, in that it's easy for everybody to pick up and share, and Google will take you around any road closures, blockages, etc., so that if you guys are looking at this video in 3 or 4 years time, it'll still be relevant, it'll still work, you know, you're not going to struggle. It's 11:15, it's 12 degrees Celsius. It's going to be a beautiful day today, so the sun is just starting to burn through the clouds. I had my vaccine yesterday, so my right arm, because I'm a lefty, is a little bit, well, I won't say sore, it's not sore. You know when you get a dead arm, someone gives you a punch in the arm, you end up with a bit of a dead arm. Behind a tractor up ahead, but I can get through a lot of this, I think, reasonably quickly. So this is probably going to be a bit boring for you guys, but I'll crack on. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Once we get to Wetherby, after these back roads, which is going to be probably half an hour-ish, let's say. Right, so we have just come out of Poole in Wharfdale, which is a good stop for fuel if you've not been asked to get it on the morning before you set off, or as you set off. We had a bit of traffic there, but there was the Doncaster Ledger, I think, of the Hog Harley Owners group, who were riding a nice convoy. It's always nice to see a good few Harleys. If you're new to my channel, I used to have a Fat Bob, but I got rid of it because it just doesn't suit my style of riding. Beautiful machine with absolutely, so honestly, the torque, I think they make like peak torque before 2000 revs on the, I think it's a Milwaukee 8114 it had. Anyway, there's also a food festival at Harewood, so although I changed slightly from the motorway because of an accident, I ended up having to deal with the food festival traffic, and my neighbour did tell me he was going to the food festival, so I should have put two and two together, but I didn't. It's been that long since I've been out with traffic that I kind of forgot it existed for events a little bit. Anyway, so we're coming up through Leithley. Back there we'd normally turn left, but I'm on the scenic route this time, so we're going to keep going up a couple of miles and then we're turning left to have a look at, I don't think it's called Leithley Bridge, I think it's got another name. Anyway, I'll fill that in. The weather, as you can see, is now looking sensational. 16 degrees Celsius, 12 o'clock, just gone midday, and the clouds have almost gone completely. In fact, they look like they have gone, which is fantastic. So it's going to be a good day. So enjoy. I hope this video comes out nice and bright and clean, because sometimes on the GoPro you come out on a nice day and it still comes out really crap. So this is the first of our little back lanes, Cinder Lane this is called, heading towards, I think it's I can't remember the name of the bridge, but it's quiet, calm. If you come across a car and you're stonking it down here, then you're in trouble. But it's pleasant, relaxing, scenic. That's the main thing, really scenic. On a day like today, it's sensational. Loads of gravel in the middle of the road, but not too bad. Not so much that it's going to be a pain in the ass for you. And plus, it's only a little short stab as this one, so I promise you all the other roads aren't going to be like this.
Shut up and sit down.
So here we are, this is Swinsty Reservoir, which I'm probably going to have to stand up to show you. Look at that. A couple of guys, a bit of fly fishing over there, catching dinner. Fantastic. What a day for it as well. So we are heading to Thrushcross Reservoir. Let me shut the lid so you can hear me. We've gone up and down. We had a little crossover of the A59, which on a bank holiday weekend is not the easiest. And I'm just meandering down here, just taking in that view, because it is amazing. It feels almost like you're, somewhere alpine, Switzerland, Germany, that sort of style. Really pleasant. But just to show that you can get away from it all, even on a busy day. I mean, sunny day like today, bank holiday weekend, still, there's a few people about, but look at this, peace and quiet. So once we've hit Thrushcross, we're going to get back on the A59 west towards Bolton Abbey, which is going to be a mistake. That's going to be Even Abbey, but hopefully there's a bit of space to filter through if there is any traffic. And then we're going to disappear away from everybody again, and hopefully we won't see a single soul for a while. Enjoy. Get back on the A59 west towards Bolton Abbey, which is going to be a mistake. We're on the B6160 and we've decided to f*** this off because it's bollocks. Yeah, no, I know what it'll be. So Bolton Abbey has a really good car park. It's huge, looking smart, and next to the river. It's just a good spot for families, if you've got kids, but it's an expensive car park, I'll say that. And I know there are loads of other spots you can go, but to be honest with you, it's just miserable. because of this, and it's really, I don't know how to describe it, it's just so busy that it's just too many people. So anyway, rather than moaning about that, keep smiling. We're going to nip up the A59. I might stop in at the Route 59 Café and just have a brew and take stock, but the road I was going to do, I might just do it the wrong way just to show you, you know, and go back on it because it's worth it. But you may notice a big jump in the time. It's now 20 to 2 because, and it's 20 degrees Celsius, which is pretty good. Look at that, how awesome's that? So we turned towards Bolton Abbey, and I knew it was going to be busy, but I didn't know it was going to be that busy. So what I did is I just did a little U-turn, went down the A59, had a little stop at the A59 Café, and had a cup of tea and a Kit Kat. Then came up here the wrong way just to show you the road because it's worth it, well worth doing. It's always busy down there, but excuse me, it's not always that busy. But it's my own fault for coming on a bank holiday weekend. I should have picked another route to show you on this day. But this is it's a sensational bit of tarmac. If you've brought a bit of snap to have a little, you know, you want to put your feet up, this is a really good spot up here. There's a couple of places I like. Just on the right up here, you can see there's a little van there because you're overlooking the reservoir down there, which I'll show you when we get a better view. And then the other spot is right up at the top, but you get a lot of cars parked there, to be honest. Whereas this one's a bit more accessible. It's Barden Moor that you're looking out on there. Done it a few times that on the bicycle. There you go, that's the spot to sit if you ever wanna. A few little places here, look. This is the other spot. I don't think this is as good though. Couple of nice little corners up here as well. Really good. But yep. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm feeling good actually, because I had the vaccine yesterday and my arm were aching. I thought, I wonder if I start feeling ill as well. I'm not 100%, you can tell, but generally I'm alright. Nothing to complain about. Might have something to do with that, with being out in the Dales on the bike, in glorious sunshine. Can't complain, can you? What a glorious time to be alive. I'm working on a couple of other routes as well that I'm going to put up. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Not like this one. This is a slower pace. Definitely a lot slower average speed than the other routes I've done so far. Perfect for a sunny, scenic, steady ride. I mean, I won't say not really for a sports bike, but if you want to bring a sports bike around here, you still have good fun. But more for and not even a tourer. Just a steady ride, you know what I mean? Just a chilled out, easy going. Look at that for a corner, it's mint that, innit? And another one. Yeah, just a ride where you can slow the pace down a bit, fly in my face, and just take it all in. Right, next stop is, well, we've got to go back on the A59 a little bit, and then we're going to head towards Hawes is the way. We're going to pass Kilnsea Crag, which is a really popular spot for climbing, bouldering as well if you like bouldering, and then we're going to go towards Kettlewell. And normally at Kettlewell I tend to hang a left and go towards the Beggarman's Road, Cam High Road. If you've seen my previous upload, it's on there. what we're going to do this time is we're going to go right, and we're going to go through a really nice little single track that's in a really cool valley. Should be really quiet, probably a few cyclists today, but another really pleasant, steady ride. So, catch you then for the next update. So we're just passing through Kilnsey, and I just thought I'd stop to show you this, because this is impressive. Impressive going, isn't it? Right, we're off that way. I thought I'd probably best film this one for you, because it's quite a tough one to find. You probably think you're going the wrong way, even if you're following the sat nav, because yeah, it does seem like you're going to nowhere. But yeah, you just go up here and then it's a little bit to the left. There you go, that's it. And a few people, I watch videos and they struggle with these corners. Now, if there's a car coming the other way, first of all, you just got to keep going. Don't pull your clutch in, don't do anything, you know, shove them out of the way, because as soon as you stop on one of these big bikes, you're in trouble. Now, you'll notice then I dropped it in at first, I was really harsh on the clutch, just because I want to get the drive and the engine engaged, and I'm driving around the corner with my right hand. The bike will do the rest. But what you need is think of, you know, spinning tops when you were young and you spin them and they stay perfectly upright. Your bike's the same. Once you're moving, it wants to stay upright. You know, you don't, you know, if you and I were on this thing and it was on a flat surface doing 10 mile an hour, it'd just stay upright, it won't just topple over. You have to be going quite slow before they want to topple. So around the really tight corners, if you want to, say if you're turning right, shift yourself over left. If you're turning left, shift yourself over right, and it allows you to tilt the bike, which means you can do a much sharper turn without as much input in the steering, in the handlebars. Steering, it's fucking steering wheel. Without really having to, you know, throw it around. I'm not quite comfortable just giving it, you know, a little bit of a chuck, because I quite like the sensation of it. And as you come up to the corner, you want to be in, I don't know, whatever gear is suitable, but generally on the hairpins first is what you need. If you're not comfortable with your engine revving and you like it at low revs because you puttle along, get comfortable with your engine revving. Get it in first gear and get it going up or down. If you're going up, don't give it bootloads of throttle, because if you give it bootloads of throttle, it'll want to stand up. If you give it a load of brake, it'll want to stand up as well. And then just let the bike do the work. Just whoop, throw it through, and don't stop. That's the thing. Even if you're a bit worried, you know, get your feet out ready just in case you have to panic stop. But don't just first gear, a nice steady dose of throttle. And I don't mean you know, you're not bob. You're just keeping drive and momentum as you're going up. So as you go up and it's quite steep, you'll have to increase the throttle maybe 20% just to maintain your pace, and then that's it, you've cracked it. And if you watch the videos of other people doing them, I mean, they are tough, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, you should be able to do it easy. They're not easy. I've ridden around the Alps and all sorts, so I'm just used to them. But that's the way you get up them. You give it a good pace, or you attack it with a good pace, make sure you've got drive, don't touch the clutch, because that's what everyone does, you know, and I don't know why, because you panic and think, oh fuck, and then you hit the brakes, and then you're just in miles worse territory, because number one, if you're going left, the ground's really high, so you need to bank the bike over, so you're starting on a bank. If you then try and stand it up straight and it tilts right, I'm sure I saw a car, yeah, I thought I did. Thank you. And if you tilt right, then you're going to come off, because unless you're like 12 feet tall. But anyway, that's my tips. I might do a session on them, a video on them. Here's a good example, look. So we keep the throttle on. If you watch my right hand, give it a nice little boot load. Ooh, I'm in third gear, but I'm pinning it. Oh, you see, I didn't even follow my own rules, talking shit to you guys. There you go. I had to pretty much give it 100% throttle then in third gear to get around. But we don't panic, we change it, and this has got a blipper on it, so I could have just tapped down through, but I use the clutch just to make sure that it goes in gear, and if I'm got a problem I can quickly bang it into first gear. I'd rather like wheelie up the road than stop, if I'm honest, because stopping on them steep gradients on these 250 kilo bikes is fatal. Well, it's not fatal, but it's pretty bad. And plus, if you're recording a video and you have to edit that bit out, because you can't face the embarrassment. Even worse, isn't it? I think we need to stop and have a little look back here, because sensational road. Let's have a butcher's. Yeah, look at that view. Oh, fantastic. We're now on the B6270, heading towards Muka. I always get that wrong, you know. It's towards my favourite road, and if you've watched one of the videos, you're probably getting bored of this road. We've gone. Well, some of the roads so far have been awesome, really good. There is a little bit of traffic on roads that I would normally expect not to see a soul. On this one, you get a bit of traffic, but some of the ones going over the tops, they're normally really, you know, like if you see another couple of bikers, like, fair enough, but I've seen quite a lot of bikers, quite a lot of cars, so obviously they're gaining in popularity because nobody's on holiday, everybody's here because of the wonderful COVID situation, which is all opening up now, but I'm guessing it'll be next year until everybody settles back down, because the prices of holidays are, I mean, even tents are getting, they're stupid. It's cheaper to buy a transit van, camper van, go away for a week and then sell it. It's an absolute, it's mad the way the prices are going at the moment. Anyway, so we're gonna go up towards the and back. What we say, we're just in Mucke now, or just getting to Mucke now. And then I think the plan is to do a bit of a U and start heading towards Malamtarn, if I remember correctly. This I always pick bits where I'm going to talk or I have to concentrate. This route's been blessed with sunshine, which is always makes any route much nicer. You know, you could go anywhere, but thankfully the weather has just absolutely, since this morning, just been sensational. Cannot fault it. I'd say we're past halfway now. It's hard to say. I've been going really slow and taking a lot of pictures, so it's 3:30. We'd normally be, to be honest, nearly back by now. On a kind of, if I did this on an evening or a quiet day, because we got held up at the start by the Harleys and a lot of the traffic for the food festival. It was a lot more steadier going than I probably would have liked, but it's a free day, I don't have anything to do, so I'm not in a rush. It's great. Camping in this weather's always going to be tough, isn't it? It's always hot. Yeah, but that explains your traffic. Usher Gap, it is a popular one. It's a beautiful little waterfall on the left here somewhere. I think we might have passed it actually, I've been blabbing. But anyway, so far the roads have been difficult, challenging, twisty, tight, undulating. If you're not a confident rider, you probably won't have enjoyed this ride so far, because you might be tired now with all the concentrating you're having to do. I probably should have put a bit of a heads up at the start about that, but I'll put it in the description, I guess, so hopefully people get to see it. And obviously those of you that have watched this far before you've gone on the route will know. Make sure your bike's in tip-top condition for this one, because you're going to be hard on the brakes coming down some of the hills, you're going to be hard on the gas going up some of the hills. You know, you need plenty of grip on some of the crap surfaces that we're going to go over. You know, there's horse crap and sheep and, you know, lots of wildlife. So look at that, beautiful. So it's not a route you can just take for granted like some of the others I do. This one, it's a challenging one. There are tight corners where you can't see what's coming. There's hidden dips that are proper hidden dips. There's that waterfall. You can get in somehow, I've seen it. Now we're heading over towards Thwaite, which it's really good, is this bit. It's sensational. And then we're going to go back a bit of a loop around towards Hawes, and then I might stop in Hawes, grab a bite to eat and a drink, and then start heading back over the moors to home. But by no means are we finished, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, you know how it is. At least then I know people are out there. But no, I probably prefer the comments, you know. I mean, it's good to see people subscribing because they want to see more, and it gets me ever closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is taking a very, very long time to get to. But the comments, I really like the comments. You know, when people say, "Oh, I wish you'd have been there that day," or "You missed me," or "I saw you," it's great. I love it. Because then you kind of put in a name or a face or a personality to a bike where you might have just waved or nodded and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Unless you're one of the guys that don't nod back, and then fuck you. Oh dear, you're not part of the club. If you don't nod, as far as I'm concerned, you've not quite finished earning your badges and your stripes. No, I'm only joking. Sometimes you want to nod and you bloody can't because you're concentrating that much. But hey ho, it is what it is. So the next bit you'll probably see me is going up and down some hairpins. I don't even think we're going up them actually. I don't think we do the hairpins here. Then once we've done that, yeah, back to Hawes. So catch you soon. Right, I hope you can hear me, it's a bit breezy. Just a quick check-in. We've just come from Thwaite, which is down there. Now we're heading up over, as you probably know if you've seen my videos before, my favourite road, Cliffgate Road, towards Hawes, where we'll get to have a bit of a brew, a well-earned brew I think. And the ride continues. Sensational, absolutely sensational. Did a little bit of filming on some hairpins, which I'll cut out of this route because it's like a diversion, but I'll include it in the description so you can see it. But yeah, away we go. I've seen so many bikers today that it's you know, the season's properly kicked off. When the weather's a bit cold you don't see so many, so glad. The beard's definitely starting to take a funny shape with the helmet. But right, let's get back to it. Catch you soon. we're heading up from Hawes on the B6255. To be honest, if you're a biker, you should know this road. If you don't, you do now. It starts off like a nice country lane like this, but kind of just turns into the most sensational, flowing, awesome bit of tarmac ever. It's going to be busy today because it's bank holiday, as I keep muttering on about. I'll stop saying that. But you know, we're not going to be able to enjoy it as much as you normally would. But this is a great road. It takes us towards Ingleton and Ribblehead Viaduct, and then we're going to get towards kind of come back on ourselves towards Skipton and get back over on some of the quiet roads. The vaccine's kicking in, I'll tell you that. I'm definitely not firing on all cylinders. My inline four's feeling a bit more like a triple that shouldn't be a triple, but hey ho, being out on the bike, you know, might as well be out here rather than at home feeling sorry for myself. Got to keep smiling, innit? That's it. So we're just going to blitz along this route. To be honest, it's hear that when they're going dead slow, and then all of a sudden they decide that they're absolutely floored it, just as you do. Yeah, we're going to blitz along this route in no time. Heavily placed, usually a lot of sheep on the road, but because it's a busy day today, I bet there won't be many sheep. There will be a lot of police, although having said that, I'm going to jinx myself and say I've only seen one copper today. I don't mean they're not out there. But yeah, this is a fantastic road, really love it. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and I hope to see you guys on this one soon. This is a great bit of corner, bit of tarmac, a great corner on a great bit of tarmac. Fantastic. Oh, I did just realise what speed I'm doing. Let me just let me not accelerate anymore, let's just say that. Hey, what illegal? How's that for a view of Pennygent, eh? This is the best view you're going to get on a road until you get your walking boots on and actually get up there. It don't get any better than this, trust me. Can't beat this, can you? Hey. Right, so the ride continues. We're making our way towards Malham now. we get a good view of Malham Tarn, which is always a pretty sight up on the moor. We've gone through Halton Gill, and this road is a proper country road. So you might be thinking, bloody hell, what are the last ones? This is one of those single tracks that the stone walls and the bushes and hedges make it difficult to see what's coming, so you can't make too good pace. And if there is anything coming the other way, you've got to yield, or they've got to yield, for someone to be able to get past. So just be careful on these, you never know what's coming. People tend to drive quite quick on them as well, and it's usually the locals or the farmers, because you know they're comfortable with the road. So don't be alarmed if you see a range coming towards you at speed. They'll get out your way. The farmers and stuff are usually the ones that are the best to pass, because they read the road better, they know where everything is. So it's a good scenario. Look, you just slow down, ease off the gas, nice little wide bit, straight through. You can squeeze through. You can be you can be a C word, but you don't want to risk anything. So it's 22 minutes past 5. It's 19.5 degrees. I've got the shirt on. I took the jumper off earlier, and I'm just right. It's lovely. It's been a fantastic day. Absolutely fantastic day. I can't think of a better way to sit recovering from the vaccine, to be honest. It's been fantastic. The roads are amazing. And the scenery to go with it. Well, the scenery on this route is better than the road. Well, two combined, you can't win, can you? You can't beat it, can you? Yeah, sensational. So after that, after Malham Moor, we drop down towards Ilkley, and you might look at the map and think, oh god, the A65, I don't want to go on that. We don't go on the A65, and we avoid all the traffic on a little back road that goes past the golf course and the Lido, and takes us all the way back to pretty much where we started, so we can have a nice steady route back to Squires and just ponder the amazing stuff we've seen. It's a route, just stick with it if I'm honest, because that back road, it's one of them that you wish you knew all along, because the A65 sucks on a weekend, and I imagine today, actually I guess there won't be too much traffic going that way. You never know, you never know. Pay attention. Right, I messed up there, didn't I? Because I was too busy gawping. Falcon. That looks like a good place for a beer, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, I could blow bloody head off a pint now. Why? But no, I won't be drinking today. I had a bit of a heavy night on Friday with I've just moved house, so I invited the new neighbours round for a bite to eat and a few drinks, and then realised when we saw the sun coming up and the blue sky out of the patio window that it really should have been bedtime a few hours before. So going to get the vaccine, hungover as hell, was not pleasant, but I'm feeling good today. I mean, God, this road is great. So another amazing one, and you might think some of these, you know, if they're not for you, you'd know at the start. But this is honestly the scenery. yeah, just, I guess I've got to shut up and stop saying that and let you just enjoy the video. Amazing is that. On the GoPro you don't get the sense of how steep a road is. I wish you did, because this is the view coming down here is to die for. Well, I don't know if a view's to die for actually, but it's pretty f***ing good. Too busy looking at the road and I missed Malham Tarn. It's over there. We'll get a nice view in a minute, don't worry. I'll get it for the camera. Calm down, don't panic. That's a fantastic bit of road. If you've not ridden it, get yourself on it, because it is that good. I think I'm going left there, but I can't remember. Yeah, I am. Bollocks. This will test the old U-turn skills out, won't it? Oh, that's what I do. Say continue after I've been through the last stop. Oh, end of the route, is it? Continue, please. There we go, that's it. Do we turn round? Yeah, I'm going to turn round. I'm going to turn round. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of following up there, just to the 0.4 miles. No, I'm going to go up there, 0.4 miles, and then turn left. I was getting too excited, you see. It's a good road that though, isn't it? Fantastic. Right, so the next bit is past Malham Tarn and then down towards Ilkley or Skipton. Then I think we're in Skipton basically, Malham, but we're going to bypass down the side of the river, the opposite side to the A65, and head back towards Otley. And I think there's a horse ahead actually, they're not going to like this either. Yeah, buzzing, we've got left here, good, they're over there. tightest corner of the trip. Right, enjoy. Pretty much back down from the moors at least, and or should I say the moors in the Dales. We've just come through Belbusk, a little bit of traffic to be expected on a bank holiday, but managed to get through them pretty quickly. I didn't do any filming of that, so you'll just have to take my word for it that there was a little bit of traffic. Considering it's a bank holiday weekend, the weather's like this, and or should I say like that, idiots. We've not seen many people today, so happy, because that's what you want, and you want to be able to just enjoy your ride. So I don't know how much commentary there'll be on the next bit. It might just be a bit of video until we get back. The last little bit, we get back towards Bolton, so you can stop at the A59 Café again, get a brew, just make sure your batteries are charged for the route home, and then I think it's called Beamsley Lane, so you go over the roundabout past Bolton Abbey and turn right, and it basically runs parallel with the A65 all the way down towards Otley. You can follow it pretty much, well, not that lane, but you know what I mean, you can meander. A bit like this, single track, a lot of cyclists, but not much traffic in theory, and it should be miles better than the A65. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a long day, it's been a good day. Some cracking roads that you won't find easily. Even if you follow Calimoto and stuff like that, you've got to work hard to find these ones. With some awesome scenery. So if you've enjoyed it, like. If not, let me know why. But bollocks to you, because it's an amazing ride, so I don't care. But yeah, please subscribe, drop us a comment and all that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one. Otherwise you might find me in a few minutes just talking dribble over the next bit of video. We'll see. Right, safe, keep smiling, come through the brothers.